It's 7 p.m. on Wednesday, January 10th, 2024. I have just finished filling out all the details on the distribution service for Cold Weather, the new album. I kept a record throughout this project of every demo. I have every version of everything that I made. Yeah, the first song I made for this album was in April. I wrote Who's the Best. Most of the time I start working on the album in like the fall, but April to now, so.
This is just another in a long list of places. You were just a person in a long list of faces.
I actually did go back into like the back catalog of stuff that I wrote, 10 years ago for this album. Honestly, very little of it made it through. There's a couple lyrics that I pulled from back then, but it was very cool to go back and do that because there's a bunch of stuff that I completely forgot that I ever wrote when I was like 14, 15 years old. And more than actually taking literal lyrics from it, what it helped me do was it helped me say like, what's the idea there? What was I feeling emotionally? How can I tap back into that? Because I felt like for the last 3 years, as I had been learning production, a lot of the soul, a lot of the emotionality had been gone from my lyric writing.
This is just a train to a place I'll never visit. You were just a chapter on a page unwritten.
And obviously, you gotta just write what you know, so I just kept hammering away at the same ideas, which led to a lot of creative frustration, which is why there's a range of styles on this album, because I felt like I would say the same thing again and say, all right, well, if I'm gonna say the same thing lyrically, really gotta shake it up.
Oh, somebody gonna carry the weight. It's too heavy for me to take.
Anyways, it's a lot harder to make a cohesive concept album than you might think. If you've ever tried to do it, then I had not up until this point, and I still don't think that it's really the full execution of the idea. I think it could be a whole lot better, and I know that the next time I make an album like this, hopefully not based on further horrible circumstances, but if I ever do encounter something like that makes me want to write another album like this, I will at least know the task that I'm undertaking is not an easy one. It's not for the faint of heart.
Oh, somebody gonna carry the weight. It's too heavy for me to take. Oh, somebody gonna carry the weight.